Welcome to My Bountiful Health. I'm Gitabai Heater, here with my friend Michele Madhavi Eby. She's a certified health coach and a retired nurse. And she has a wonderful website called thevitalife.com. And we're going to give a demonstration to show you how to make a smoothie that is simple, healthy, and delicious. So, Michele, smoothies are so popular right now because they're so easy to make and they're full of quick nutrition when people are on the run. How can we make sure the ingredients we're using create a balanced meal?
That's a really good question, Gitabai. What I find is that a lot of times people tend to skew smoothies towards a lot of fruit. And that's okay every once in a while, but it doesn't really create a balanced meal. And if you're looking for meal replacement, then you really do need to be a little bit more aware of what you're putting in your smoothie. So having a balance of fruit and vegetables, greens in particular, so spinach, kale, chards, all of those types of things are really good. Using a good base liquid is also another thing. It could be anything from an herbal tea to coconut water to regular plain water.
Great. Well, some people might be wondering what's the difference between juicing and blending.
That's another very good question, and I get that a lot in my practice actually. Juicing is the extraction of the fiber from the produce. So you're getting pure juice, pure nutrients.
Okay.
Blending, however, is a masticating process where you put all the produce in your blender and it breaks it down and you still have all the fiber and all of the nutrient components as well. So juicing tends to be more for a time of healing and deep cleansing, whereas blending is very good for nutrient boosting, meal replacing.
Okay. It's like a whole meal because it's got everything in
Exactly,
it. Yeah.
exactly.
And then what ingredients should we stay away from because they make smoothies out of everything now?
That's very true. Some obvious, simple things are going organic as much as possible, and if you can't afford organic all the time, there's a website, the ewg.org, where you can go and find out about the Clean 15, and those are vegetables and fruits that you can buy that are not necessarily organic. But literally, stay away from the sugar, stay away from anything that has added sugars in it. Get as much whole food in there as you can, and that will be a truly honest, good meal replacement.
Yeah, Environmental Working Group is an excellent website. It has a lot of other things on there, so I encourage everybody to go to that website. Another question I have is, living in California, we're so blessed to have so many fruits and vegetables available almost year-round, but not everybody does have that. Is it okay to use frozen fruit and vegetables when it's not available fresh?
I would say sure. I think sometimes we have to think about the difference between getting the nutrients versus, not doing it because you can't have it. So eating seasonally is a good way to do that. So for instance, right now, strawberries are in season, so they're an excellent thing to add to smoothies. But in another couple months, strawberries won't be quite in season anymore. They'll be more expensive. So in that case, if you're really wanting strawberries, then yes, getting frozen strawberries will be fine. But then you might want to move into the next fruit, which might be blueberries or blackberries or late summer fruits.
Yeah, see what's seasonal in your store.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I think we can get started.
Great.
And you want to explain the fresh ingredients we're using?
So today we're making a pretty basic smoothie which contains greens, and we just picked these out of Gitabai's garden, so we have a really beautiful array of some lovely greens. We have spinach, red Russian kale, and chard. You can blend all of these things very well. What I recommend though is that you look for the harder stems and you just simply pull them out. It's a very simple process and you can easily just grab and pull pretty much on everything. Now I'm not going to worry so much about the spinach because the stems are actually very wet and they're actually really good to add. But the kale, again, harder stems, so just pull it out. We have some mango. Mangoes right now are in season, so It's really, really fun. Now, we have two representatives of mangoes here, which are kind of cool. I prefer I'm not sure I'm going to say this right, but the Fuentes mangoes. And what I did is I went ahead and I peeled them and cut them off the pit. So we have some nice big chunks here. We'll just put them all in. And then what we're going to do is do strawberries and just go ahead and cut the little stems off. Throw them in. You don't really have to do a lot of prep with blending, which is really, really neat. so you can get through your process time very quickly. And it's not an exact science, it's a feeling science. And you do what feels good. I love strawberries, so I would put a lot in,
Yeah.
making it more strawberry. But if you're looking more for a balance in fruits, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strawberries is pretty good.
Okay.
They're a little smaller, so you can do more. And then we have some parsley from the garden, some really fun parsley. And I like mint quite a bit. So especially as the summer goes on and it gets hotter, mint is really, really refreshing. And it's one of those herbs that really helps to cool you down. And it adds such a wonderful flavor to a smoothie.
It's refreshing.
That it's a really fun ingredient. So we'll go ahead and put some more mint in. Again, it's to taste. Some people prefer a lot more flavor intensity. Some people like it more balanced. So just, to taste. And then what we're going to use is we're going to use some coconut water. This particular brand has pulp in it. You can get it with pulp and without pulp. Be careful though, because a lot of companies actually make aloe added waters as well, which is fine if you like that kind of thing.
Okay.
But just be aware that you're reading the label so you know what you're getting.
And there's a lot of coconut waters right now on the market, and I did call up Amy and Brian's. I emailed them, and they said in Thailand they don't have a designation for organic, but it actually is organic. So you can, with each product, you can email them and find out.
That's a really good point, actually. So we're going to go ahead and put in, this will be our liquid, so we're going to pour this whole can in. And what I would say at this point, what's great is that you can do all kinds of other things now. This is the point where you have your base of your smoothie, and you can add pretty much whatever you want. There's a lot of stuff out there nowadays, what we call superfoods, and a lot of powders. There's flaxseed, there's chia seed.
We have flaxseed
So there's flaxseed here, and of course protein powders and green mixes. And I know you sell both of those through your website.
Right, so I'm just going to let you know we have on mybountifulhealth.com the raw protein, which is a wonderful product. It's vegan and it's got live probiotics in it. Wonderful. They also have travel packs, which I love for traveling. The green, we have green alchemy today. On mybountifulhealth.com we have best of greens, and they're all a combination of greens like grasses, spirulina, chlorella, and dehydrated vegetables. So you have to look on the labels, but it's a really nice way to get some vitamins and minerals. And then the other product I don't have is the super seed, which is a whole blend of seeds and other kinds of fiber if you want fiber. Today we have the flax, which is usually a component of all the fiber blends that you'll do.
That's
Okay.
great. So we're going to put the lid on and blend away. This will be a little noisy.
Okay.
Blending is going to be an individual choice. Sometimes people would add ice to this because they want it a little thicker, colder. I go back and forth. I don't tend to add a lot of ice cold products to my smoothies.
Yeah, I don't like them either.
Just because for me personally, they're okay when I need it, but not as an early morning drink or something like that, as a meal replacement. You could add ice to this right now and reblend and have a nice cold smoothie. But again, so I'm seeing a little bit of the color in here, which is fine, the strawberries, but I'm going to go ahead and blend it a little bit longer just to see if we can get it a little bit smoother. This looks really good.
Yeah, it really does. I love green.
And it's full of flavor and nutrients, but
A nice consistency.
good, nice and thick.
To your health.
Yes?
Mmm.
Very nice.
The mango is very smooth, little hint of mint. Just
Good.
lovely,
Very
Michele.
good.
Excellent. Simple, healthy, and delicious. A smoothie a day ensures that you're getting the nutrition you need when you don't have the time. If you need more support making healthy changes in your life, contact Michele at her website, thevitalife.com. She'll give you great ideas customized to your particular lifestyle and dietary needs. To your bountiful health.